wanted to share something with you guys. I recently did a YouTube video which somebody commented on. This girl at 26 years old, she's special needs. She basically told me this her whole life story. When she was born, she was in a NICU. She was born as a twin and she was the one who was sick. She had a lot of medical issues. She has chronic illnesses. She lives with her mom. Basically gives me like an overview of her life. And then she goes on to ask me, she's questioning if her mom is thinking about the life she could have had. Not sure why she asked me that, because I do not want to make any assumptions. But if I could imagine Alexandria at 26 years old having this question, this thought of, have I interrupted my mom's life? You know, have I interrupted her dreams? Is she thinking about the life that she could have had without me, without the struggles, without illness, without disability, all of these things that I am holding her back with? Does she wishes she was there instead of here with me? To even imagine that, guys, to even imagine that makes me so sad. That breaks my heart. I would never want Alexandria to think this. Never, ever, right? This is what I came to tell you guys, that just because we're not telling them directly that we're grieving the life we didn't have, just because you would never say something like that, doesn't mean that they can't feel it through our frustration, through our exhaustion, through our stress, and through our sadness. Just because we're not saying it to them directly does not mean that they cannot feel that. They can feel that energy. They can feel that energy. So I want you to think about that. Could you even imagine your child asking themselves these questions or thinking these things? I know some of you are going to be like, well, my child, listen, do not limit what God can do. Because this girl at 26 years old, special needs, is telling me her whole life. I mean, what more proof do you want that it is possible? Do not limit what God can do in your child's life, and do not limit what God can do in your life. For your life. She goes on to say, you know, a lot of people tell me that I'm brave because of what I went through, but it's the only life I know. And I'm just like, girl, your life has purpose. What you are giving me is hope. What you are showing me is that it is possible, that nothing is impossible. That's what she shows me. She has purpose. Your child has purpose, and you have purpose, and that's what I'm telling you. You guys have purpose. Just because your circumstances aren't perfect doesn't mean that you can't do something about it. You can do something about it. You can break free from those limiting beliefs, those beliefs that are holding you back in your life. Man, I feel this so much, and I feel this so much in my heart. And I know that this is what God wanted me to tell you today, to tell you about this girl, to show you this girl. This girl, she is amazing. And if you guys have time, please go ahead and check her out on my most recent video. The link is in my bio. You don't even have to watch my video. I don't care if you watch my video or not. I just want you to go and comment on her comment and tell her how amazing she is. She is living proof of what God can do. And that's why I tell you, you cannot limit what God can do. Not for your child and not for you. Not for anything. You can do this. This is why I started this. Our child, they're going through things physically. They have a lot of physical issues, but we have issues internally. Our brokenness is inside. At the end of the day, you're the only one who can do this for yourself. But you gotta want it so bad. You gotta want it so bad. Yes, for your child, but for yourself. I wanna see your child thrive. I wanna see you thrive. Just because society labels us as special needs moms doesn't mean we cannot thrive. I love the women in my community, but I love our children so much more. I do. I love them. I admire them. We owe it to them. They did not ask to come into this world. So we owe it to them. Don't limit what God can do. He can work in the impossible. That's where he works. And I'm just in awe of what he can do. I'm just in awe. I see it everywhere. I see miracles everywhere, every single day, every moment. Even the littlest things are miracles to me. Because some of those littlest things turn out to be the biggest things. Look at my little girl. She is the biggest thing in my life right now. The biggest thing. If you can hold on to the littlest things that you can put your focus on day by day, giving thanks for the littlest things, God can make that the biggest thing. I'm telling you guys, you gotta change your perception about your circumstances. But how do you do that? We need to start being grateful for what is in our life. We need to start focusing on what we can do with what we have. And that's what I'm telling you here. Whoever is listening to me right now, I know this is for you. I see you in your exhaustion. I see you in your feeling overwhelmed. I see you in your anxiety and fear. I see you in all of those things. I see you. But there is a way. There is a way. I want you to have that peace. And so be real with yourself. If you are struggling, seek help. I'm going to be real with you guys. I have taken so many courses. I have read books. Even before Ale, I didn't know that God was preparing me for this moment. But ultimately, what helped me was coaching. I just needed somebody to push me, to get out of my way, to start believing in what God can do and believing in myself, that I can do this. I truly feel for you. At the end of the day, I knew that I wanted to help people. I knew that I wanted to help women in my community because I feel for you so much that I couldn't just sit around not doing anything or just helping myself and keeping all of this wisdom to myself. No, I needed to share this. I want to share this. I want to help you. I want to see you thrive. I want to see your children thrive and to show the world what they can do. Allow yourself to have that, to open that door. You're probably saying, but how? How can I do this when I have a child who is blind, or I have a child who can't walk, or whatever it is? You may be saying, I don't have the time because my child has so many things going on that I only have time for her and to take care of her. I don't have time to take care of myself. But guess what? What you're going to work on will allow for you to have time. It will allow for you to create something that you didn't think was possible. You are going to allow for yourself to create possibility in your life. You're grieving your ambitions. You're grieving this dream that you thought you were going to have, but your focus is too much on what you do not have. Your focus is too much of what you can't have. That's where your focus is. You got to focus on what you can create now, on the possibilities that you can create now, even though this is your situation. You can still do it. You can still do it. It may not look like what you think it looks like. Ultimately, it's what you actually need. And I can't wait for you to see that. I cannot wait for you to see that. I really want that for you guys. So anyway, I'm about to go to an ophthalmology appointment today, so I think that's it. Send me a DM if you just want to chat. We can start right there.